So dumb.
Oh, he got you. He got you good. Yeah, that's the same reason for that, because the communication and iMessage and all of that stuff, especially because you can use it even when you don't have good cell signal, and it
Mm-hmm.
works for that purpose. I mean, I assume Google phones have the same functionality. I actually don't know. But I'm
Yeah.
also pretty app locked into iPhone because I bought so
Mm-hmm.
many things
Mm-hmm.
specifically for iPhone that, like, it would cost a good amount of money, not a lot of money, probably be like another tenth of an iPhone to switch
Right.
everything over to the Google Play Store and all of that jazz. But the other
Mm-hmm.
reason too is when you have a MacBook and you have an iPad and you have an iPhone, the more Apple devices that you have, and again, I assume this
Yeah.
is the same way with Android stuff, the more in concert they work with each other. And
Yeah,
so
for
that's
sure.
like, I remember trying to be like, well, I want AirDrop. I don't want to get rid of AirDrop. It's been amazing. So that's the biggest reason I haven't switched. We'll talk more about the Google launch here coming up in a little bit. 27 past 6 o'clock. It is Gaming Morning Show, Wednesday, September 30th, 2020, which is our 1 month anniversary. So happy anniversary, man.
Happy anniversary. I can't believe it's already been a month.
This is our anniversary song. It is not very long. It is Chewing Gum Day, so we're asking about that. Coming up, we have This Day in Gaming History, celebrity birthdays, and if you have a birthday you wish to celebrate, we would love to celebrate with you as well. It is now 27 past 6 o'clock West Coast time, 9:27 on the East, and we haven't talked anything news related. Let's do it right now. Head to the newsroom with hashtag video game expert. Here's Sean.
Good morning. Today is Wednesday, September 30th, 2020, the last day of September. And this is your gaming morning show, Morning Gaming News. First up, we have, whoa, I lost everything. Everything disappeared. Uh, CD Projekt Red, the developers of the upcoming Cyberpunk 2077, um, although they previously promised to not enter crunch to finish the game. In fact, I even think it got delayed for that purpose. Luke Plunkett of Kotaku reports that they will now be entering crunch to finish the game and squash all the bugs before it comes out. Yes, sir.
What is crunch?
So see, when your abs are really flabby, you lay on the ground and you just do like little mini sit-ups. Those are
Oh, I
crunches.
know I have an electric belt that I just wrap around my body, and then it just shocks my abs into firmness.
So crunch in the video game terms is a hot topic lately. It's basically mandatory overtime for developers, and it's been an important topic in the video game field because many developers historically have had mandatory crunch and have not gotten properly paid for it. So rather than getting like time and a half for overtime, they're just like, hey, this needs to be done, whatever it takes, get it done. And so you had developers, sleeping on the couch in their office and never going home and just whatever they had to get something done and weren't properly compensated for that. So it's been something that's been something discussed in the video game industry because it is such a bad thing and it is such a toxic environment. And it oftentimes came from the top where project leads were just not going home because they had to get stuff done. And once you set that standard, everyone else is like, oh, well, I need to stay and work too. And it's a vicious cycle. And it's a hard line because these developers care about this game and they want to get it done and they want to hit their deadlines and they want to get it done on time without bugs and have a smooth launch. So it's not always oh, I have to stay here and keep working. It's like, oh, well, I'm in the middle of this, I'm not going to stop. And they just sit there and keep working. So it's really a cultural thing that is dangerous. So the good thing about crunch in this case is on top of their normal 40 hours a week, they're having a mandatory weekend day, but will be properly compensated for that time. So as far as crunch goes, this hopefully isn't going to be as detrimental to the developers because they're at least getting compensated for it. But it's kind of crappy that they promised that they wouldn't have to enter crunch to finish the game, and now here they are. On a lighter note, Kirby, our favorite pink blob, is now selling hamburgers in Japan. There's a hamburger chain in Japan called Moe's Burger, which is now being rebranded, including Kirby packaging and Kirby logo, which is super adorable. So click that link in chat because it's super cute. And I would definitely buy this tasty little Kirby burger.
I do have a question. do you have to inhale the burger, or are you allowed to chew it? Because I mean, if it's
No, it
Kirby
has to.
inspired,
It's
suck it.
all at once.
All right,
All
fair
at
enough.
once.
Fair enough.
So this comes from Brian Ashcraft of Kotaku, and it's not yet apparent if this is a permanent branding change or if it's just a special limited time run. But all of the packaging has this cute little Kirby logo where he's eating a burger, fries, and a drink. So check that out. And if you're in Japan, what I've heard is Moe's Burgers is the place to go if you want a Japanese fast food chain rather than an American fast food chain in Japan. Moe's Burgers is the way to go. So
Wow.
check out Moe's Burgers.
Not only morning gaming news, but morning travel tips too. Nice work.
Yeah.
You're hashtag travel expert.
And last story of the day, just a brief one here because we'll talk about it more tomorrow, I imagine. But COD Bakwa is revealing more about their zombies mode this morning at 10 a.m. because they like to respectfully wait for us to finish our show before launching any big news. So look for that today. If you're interested, if you just want to know what's going on, check us out tomorrow morning in the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News. And always last but never least, we finish off today's Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News with the world-renowned segment within a segment, just within a segment, just two this time, where headaches are still here, but we have fistfuls of ibuprofen to manage them. This is what is out today. We have Commander 85 out on Xbox One, PC, and Mac. MindSeize out on Switch. Birthday of Midnight out on Xbox One. Swordbreaker the game out on Xbox One. Inertial Drift on Xbox One. Feather out on Xbox One. Mess Adventures out on PC and Mac. Takorita meets Fries out on PC and Mac. Wild Honest, a party game for deeper conversations out on PC and Mac. Spaceflux out on PC. And for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment, today's name of the morning goes to Detective Case and Clownbot in Murder in the Hotel Lisbon out on Switch.
I feel like you picked this one mostly because it's just wordy.
Yeah, I know you enjoy the long titles. So
Oh my
I
gosh.
do too.
So can we start hashtag DCCBM HL?
Yep. Detective Case.
It's just a bunch of consonant sounds. Oh my gosh. Wow. Detective Case and the Clownbot. And it's not even in the Clownbot, it's in Clownbot.
It's Clownbot. It's so good.
I'm having to search the Twitters as we speak.
I hope this is a series because it is, it's Detective Case and Clownbot in Murder in the Hotel Lisbon. Are there other Detective Case and Clownbot games? We can only hope.
So apparently this is from a developer, and they go by Case and Bot for short. In fact, that's how you can find them on Twitter. This reminds me, when I was a kid, I used to write a story about this detective. I think I named him Ace or something random, right? And it was because my parents were kind enough to get us a computer growing up, but it happened to be just a green screen computer that couldn't even run like the Oregon Trail floppy disk game, right? It just was a word processor, basically. So I used it to write. And the offshoot of that was I learned how to type really fast. And so my keyboarding classes in middle school were really easy, but I digress. So Detective Case and Clownbot sounds like something that like I would have come up with in terms of like my 5th grade detective story. It's like, and then Ace Detective went around the corner and he activated Clownbot. So I kind of like it. It actually makes me feel good. So I'm going to follow them on Twitter. They're Case and Bot.
Case and Bot. And it is a series. It appears there was another one called Detective Case and Clownbot in The Express Killer. So, yeah. Detective Case and Clownbot.
I'm kind of hoping that one might be our name of the month, which we will pick at the end of the month, which is tomorrow. So I don't know if we're going to do it tomorrow because Sean may not be around for any of the whole shows the rest of the week. We're still waiting on Thursday, right?
Yeah, which would be tomorrow.
Yes. So if that's the case, then I would love to do it tomorrow because last month we picked Hexagroove Tactical DJ, and so it'd be kind of fun to see what's going to win for this month. I'm still looking for the text I need for tweeting out our game of the month, or name of the morning, rather. So I'm doing that right now. I do have some bad news. Have you gone to the multiplayer screen yet?
No, I haven't. I'm following you right now.
Yeah, so do you see the lack of what we usually have on our screen?
Here's blueprint gunfight.
Oh, it's right up there. Okay, then we're going to be okay. All right, then I'm going to go ahead and cue that up. I saw Face Off Station, and I was like, what?
I'm not with you right now.
Well, why don't you join me?
You're not even showing up on my... Oh, there you are.
You know what? I don't want your excuses. I just want results, okay?
No, I'm with you.
The show is in crunch right now, okay?
mandatory overtime.
Oh my gosh. Detective Case and Clown Bot is really in part of the title?
Yeah.
That's so good.
They appear to have come out, even as long as 2014 on Steam. But now they're apparently making their way onto Switch, which I think is a great place to play that sort of game.
By the way, one of our name of the mornings did really good. That Shotgun Farmers was up to a high rank in the top paid games on the Xbox store.
Nice.
You kind of crushed it. All right, so look for Detective Case and Clownbot in Murder in the Hotel Lisbon, which, by the way, the in Hotel Lisbon